So hello everyone, this is my audience. We have one person on FaceTime because she couldn't make it in person, unfortunately. So, hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Beas, and I will be talking to you about how social media affects today's youth. So I want you guys to picture this. Imagine waking up every morning and the first thing you do is check your phone before you even get out of bed. For millions of people, this is actually part of their daily routine. Social media has changed the way many young people live by influencing their mental health, relationships, and even their daily habits. So understanding these effects is what can help us use social media more responsibly. I chose this topic because social media is something I use every day, and I researched a lot of reliable resources from health organizations to better understand how it affects the youth. So this topic is important because most of us college students use social media every day, making its effects relevant in our own lives and our future as well. So today I will first discuss the negative effects of social media on mental health and behavior, and then I will explain how it's a positive attribution to our society. So one of the biggest concerns is that spending too much time on social media can increase our anxiety and depression. Many teenagers compare themselves to influencers, celebrities, or other people they see online. I have a little sister and a younger cousin who both have told me stories about how they see someone online and, they're jealous or whatever. And it just shows that they're comparing themselves. So according to the American Psychological Association, constantly comparing yourself to others on social media can lower your self-esteem and it can increase your emotional distress. So many influencers and everyday users, they actually only post the highlights of their lives. It just creates an unrealistic image of what their lives are actually like. So it's just super unrealistic. Another negative effect is that excessive social media use can interfere with your guys' sleep schedule and your guys' performance in school. Many people, including myself, we stay up late scrolling through social media instead of actually getting the sleep we need to help our bodies. So according to the Centers of Disease and Prevention, teenagers need enough sleep because poor sleep can negatively affect your physical health, your mental health, and your academic performance. So when people don't get enough sleep, it can affect your body. It makes it harder for you to concentrate and to perform well in your daily activities. For example, my cousin and my sister are in sports. It can make a negative effect on that. One personal example of my own is that there have been nights where I just told myself just 5 minutes on TikTok. And after scrolling for a while, my eyes getting droopy, I'm like, what time is it? And I see that, an hour or two have passed. So, the next morning I definitely did feel the effects because it was already 3 a.m., 4 a.m. by then. So it was a lot harder to pay attention in class and I didn't have much energy throughout the day. I'm not the only one who has experienced this, which is why I think it's important for, to share the awareness of how much time we actually spend on social media. Another important issue, thankfully me or any of my siblings have not experienced this, is cyberbullying. Negative comments, online harassment, and bullying can have a long-lasting effect on the youth, which is horrible. And, according to the Pew Research Center, many teenagers experience some form of online harassment in their life. Cyberbullying can do things like increase your stress, the loneliness, anxiety, or even depression. So although social media has its negative effects, there's also a lot of positive to it. So I will be getting into how it can be positive if we use it responsibly. So first, social media helps us stay connected with family and friends. Students can communicate with loved ones even though it's miles and miles apart. For example, right here, prime example, my cousin, she lives in San Fernando Valley, so we're able to communicate with her through messaging, video calls, or social media. We're able to stay connected and have that strong relationship we had when we lived together. Social media also allows us to celebrate our achievements and support one another. For example, my mother posts a lot on Facebook, and she uses it to, for example, a recent time was when I graduated Fire Academy. She posted us and we were able to celebrate with our family from far apart. Another reason it can be helpful is that it provides a lot of knowledge to it. We can watch tutorials, join study groups, or even learn new skills like a new language. A lot of creators, they cover things like math, English, science, and history, which have definitely helped me pass my classes. We can also collaborate by sharing information and communicating online via email or stuff like that. I've watched short videos before on how to fix a car, for example, DIY. And it shows you how to do it yourself instead of actually going to pay money on something when you can just do it yourself. And finally, social media provides awareness for important issues that are going on with the world. Young people, influencers, they can use social media to raise awareness. And honestly, online, you'll get the message a lot quicker since everyone has a phone nowadays. So it will definitely spread the information pretty quick. So as you can see that it is a very powerful tool. So use it wisely. Today I explained both the positive and the negative for how it affects today's youth. So while it can also contribute to poor sleep, anxiety, cyberbullying, and harassment, it can also strengthen our relationships, support education, and inspire positive change. So I still use social media every day, and I'm still going to use it every day. So one thing I've learned or kind of put on myself was to set a limit and be mindful of how much sleep I can get a day. So the most important thing to remember is that it's a tool, so use it wisely. So the next time you guys open your phone, ask yourself if you're doing something that will help you guys or if you're just wasting your time. Thank you. That is all. And this is my crowd at the end.